Welcome back to the Afterlife Files. Today we're tackling one of humanity's oldest and most profound questions. What happens when we die? Is it simply an end, a cessation of consciousness, or something far more complex, a journey of transformation?
For this episode, we're exploring a particularly compelling vision found in many esoteric traditions, the idea of the soul's ascent through multiple planes of existence, ultimately leading to a reunion with the divine source. It's a concept that resonates across cultures and spiritual paths.
Absolutely. And we'll be drawing heavily on the detailed blueprint provided by Theosophy, a spiritual philosophy that emerged in the late 19th century. Helena Blavatsky and her followers described a multi-layered universe, with our consciousness existing on various levels, or planes.
Theosophy posits 7 planes of existence, starting with the physical plane we inhabit now. Above that are various subtle bodies and realms of consciousness, each progressively less dense and more spiritual.
Think of it like this. The physical body is just one vehicle. After death, our consciousness, or what Theosophy calls the astral body, and then the mental body, begins to shed the denser layers. The astral body, for instance, is closely associated with emotions and desires, and it's the first to be released as we transition.
And this transition isn't always immediate or easy. There's a period of reflection where the experiences of our earthly life are reviewed and understood. This is often described as a kind of karmic accounting, where the lessons learned and the actions taken are processed.
This processing is crucial for the soul's progress. It's not about judgment in a punitive sense, but about understanding the consequences of our choices and the karmic patterns we've created. This understanding prepares us for the next stages of our journey.
The next significant plane is often referred to as the desire realm, or the astral plane. Here, the soul, now freed from the physical body, experiences a reality shaped by its desires, attachments, and emotions. It's a realm of intense feeling, both positive and negative.
This can be a challenging plane for many, as unfulfilled desires or unresolved emotional patterns can create a sort of purgatorial experience. It's a space where we confront the echoes of our earthly passions.
But it's also a place of purification. By confronting these desires and emotions without the physical body to act them out, we can begin to disentangle ourselves from them, learning to transcend their grip.
From the astral plane, the soul then moves towards the mental planes. Theosophy describes several of these, ranging from the concrete mind, which deals with logic and reason, to the abstract mind, which engages with higher concepts and spiritual truths.
This is where the soul begins to shed the last vestiges of ego-driven consciousness. It's a process of refining thought, moving from the personal I to a broader understanding of interconnectedness.
The higher mental planes are where we truly begin to experience the spiritual nature of reality. It's here that we might encounter what are sometimes called device, or angelic beings, intelligences that assist in the evolutionary process.
And this brings us to the concept of the causal body. This is a more permanent aspect of the soul, carrying the essence of our spiritual evolution across lifetimes. It's like a spiritual blueprint that guides our future incarnations.
The ascent through these planes isn't necessarily a linear march. It's more like a process of unfolding, where different aspects of our consciousness are awakened and integrated.
This multi-layered vision of the afterlife is also echoed in other traditions. For instance, in Sufism, the mystical branch of Islam, there's a profound emphasis on the soul's journey back to its divine origin.
Sufi mystics speak of 7 lata'if, or subtle centers of consciousness, within the human being. These are not physical locations, but energetic and spiritual stations that the soul traverses on its path of spiritual development.
These latter are often associated with different colors, elements, and divine attributes. The journey through them is a process of purification, of shedding the ego and awakening to the divine presence within.
The lowest Lataif are more closely aligned with the physical and emotional realms, while the higher ones correspond to the mental and spiritual planes. As the mystic purifies each Lataif, they gain deeper insight and connection to God.
The ultimate goal in Sufism is fana, annihilation of the ego in God, followed by baka, subsistence in God. It's a state of complete union and realization of one's true nature as a manifestation of the divine.
It's fascinating how these different traditions, separated by time and geography, arrive at such similar descriptions of the soul's journey. The concept of ascending through distinct stages of consciousness is a recurring theme.
And it's not just about the destination, it's about the transformation that occurs along the way. Each plane offers lessons, challenges, and opportunities for growth.
Theosophy also speaks of higher spiritual realms beyond the mental planes, often referred to as the spiritual or divine planes. These are realms of pure consciousness and bliss, where the soul experiences its true, unadulterated nature.
In these higher planes, the individual consciousness begins to merge with the universal consciousness, the divine source from which all existence emanates. It's a state of profound peace, wisdom, and unconditional love.
This reunion with the divine source isn't an absorption in the sense of losing one's identity entirely. Rather, it's a realization of one's intrinsic oneness with all that is, while retaining a unique spark of individuality within the greater whole.
It's like a drop of water returning to the ocean. The drop is no longer separate, yet its essence, its unique properties, are still part of the vast ocean.
And this is where the cyclical nature of existence comes into play. After a period of rest and integration on the higher planes, the soul may choose to incarnate again, to continue its evolutionary journey, and to bring the wisdom gained back to the physical plane.
The blueprint from Theosophy, the stages described in Sufism, and similar concepts in other esoteric traditions all point to a magnificent, multi-layered journey after death. It's not a simple end, but a profound unfolding of consciousness.
It's a vision that offers comfort, meaning, and a sense of purpose to the human experience. It suggests that our lives and our deaths are all part of a grand, cosmic evolution.
And the beauty of these traditions is that they often provide practical guidance for navigating these planes, even while we're still in our physical bodies. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and cultivating compassion are seen as ways to purify our consciousness and prepare for the transition.
So, while the exact nature of the afterlife remains a mystery, these ancient wisdom traditions offer us a compelling and hopeful perspective.